Hey traders, I'm just going to enter a question for Easton that actually put a comment on my YouTube video just recently. I'm going to talk about that. So let's get straight into it. So guys, don't place trade based on what you see in this video. Trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. Okay. First thing in the description, guys, get your 7 steps to becoming a good trader. Let's get straight into it. I want to do this video here for Easton. Easton says, "Hey John, super new to trading and I'm not sure how you make money in a bearish market. These graphs are confusing as hell out of me, confusing the hell out of me." And I understand where you're coming from, Easton. See, when I first started trading, I was the same. Okay, Easton, I was the same. They just made no sense to me. You know what I mean? And when I was trading, when I first started trading the markets, I'm just like, oh, and I was the same, right? I was looking at the bar, like, what is this bar here, and so on and so forth, and I was the same. Like, I had no idea what was going on and how to read these things, and then I started learning about indicators, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should be using these indicators to start trading the markets and start to use these markets, and so what and that's how I started. But then over time, Easton, I realized that firstly, I want to answer your question there is that I'm super new to trade, not sure how you can make money in a bearish market. Easton, there's a thing called, there's a few things out there, okay? There's a few things out there that you can do to make money in a bearish market. There's, you know how you can buy stocks and then sell them when the market goes up? Well, you also can do the flip side, okay? So you don't want to complicate it too much. You also can short stocks. You also can short it. And if you just keep it really, really, really simple here, Easton, and this is one thing that you don't want to confuse it too much. If you buy something and it goes up and you sell it, guess what? You make money, right? Well, you can also do the exact opposite. If you short it, say, okay, I'm going to short this, mean you have a bearish view and the market goes down, then then what you call buy it back, then you're likely to make money. I know that doesn't make sense, but please just you can do that, or either you can do what I do is I like to trade what's known as options. Okay, now there's a lot of things to options, but you want to keep it really, really simple when trading options. There's a call option and there's a put option. You don't need to know anything else apart from really this. Okay, when you're getting started, you don't need to know. If you start to look up options, Easton, I guarantee you go into this, you're going to start driving you nuts. You're going to start to look at everything that goes into options, and they're going to drive you nuts. Because, I mean, this is so complicated. I'm a very simple guy. If and look at, you've got call options and you've got put options. But essentially, if you buy a call option and the market goes up, you're likely to make money. If you buy a put option and the market goes down, you're likely to make money. Now keep it that simple. Now there's a few things you can do, and these call options have expirations. So this one might expire in 1 month, then there might be another one that expires in 2 months. So you can choose different options there. So there's either really two things. There's a couple of things you can do, but the two main ways that people trade this market is they either short the stock, or either they buy a put option. A put option, again, is just it's a derivative. It derives its value. It's like think about this as an insurance policy, the put option. All right, you can basically buy the insurance policy, right? And think about this as an insurance policy, right? So if you bought the insurance policy and the stock was at 110, and you bought the insurance policy at 110, but then the market dropped down to $100, and you got the insurance policy to sell your shares, or to sell your shares at, say, 110. Guess what? Now how much is that? And just say you bought this here for, say, $2. Okay, you bought it for $2. It's $100, and it drops down to $100. So if the market's at $100, but you have now the right to sell your shares, or have an insurance policy to sell shares at, say, 110, how much is your insurance policy worth? At least $10, right? The difference is between where the market is right now and they're there. And so that $10, so even if you don't own shares, how that works is that now you have that, you can then go sell that back. You bought it for $2, the market dropped down, so it gives you the right to sell at a higher price. Someone out there, it might be another trader, or it might be someone who actually wants to buy that so they can sell their shares at that price. They're willing to go out there and buy it off you. You make a profit, and then they do whatever they have to do with it. Makes sense? So that's where you really, really want to start there when it comes to understanding it. It's a real simple thing. but you want to keep it basic and you want to give yourself time. Give yourself a good, if you're just new to this market, firstly, get ready to have your mind blown on personal development, because the stock market is the best personal development course you've ever done in your life, because it's going to bring up all your fears, all your insecurities, all your doubt, all your worries, all that sort of stuff. It's going to bring all that up. And if you don't deal with all that sort of stuff, it's going to be hard for you to trade the market. Secondly, give yourself time. Give yourself 1 to 2 years to really start to iron out the bugs, because there's a lot of learning curve there, but you can do this. And as for the actual charts, same thing. Start to go through my videos on my YouTube channel about chart reading techniques, about how to actually read the market and how to read the graphs and so on and so forth. And then you'll start to see how it's not just about these up and down bars and all that sort of stuff. It's about the overall picture that these graphs tell you, that's really telling you the story. So I hope that helps you out. After being mentored by 4 different 7-figure traders, I've realized they all have some things in common that actually help them do really well in the markets. So I'm actually putting on a free training where I'm going to walk you through the 7 simple but powerful universal laws to becoming a consistent profitable trader while achieving a very high success rate without spending 13 years trying to figure it all out. Plus, I'm going to walk you through the absolute details of my #1 trading system that I trade every single day. The very first link in the description, click on that and you'll be able to go check it all out and be able to go see this free training. And I'm going to walk you through every single detail of these 7 universal laws so you too can start to have the odds on your side. So go do that right now and I'll see you on the next page.